Dr. Mrs. Y.G. Parthasarathi ma'am on her 4th anniversary. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I am Ritika Gupta.
And I am Riya Mathur. Welcome to AAKRITI 23, Maya, the captivating school annual day that promises to take you on a mesmerizing journey of creativity and talent.
Join us as our talented young students bring their passion to life, weaving a tale of emotions, dreams, and magical performances. Join us for an unforgettable experience.
Gandhiji once said, "A nation's culture resides in the hearts and souls of its people." This quote perfectly encapsulates what our school stands for.
The PSBB Millennium School, Gerugambakkam, nurtures young students with Indian values in their souls and ambitious global vision in their minds and hearts.
It gives me immense pleasure to invite our chief guest, Mrs. Anita Guha, our guest of honor, Mrs. Malati Santanam, Mr. Abhinav Dhar, Mrs. Kulkirti, Mrs. Sheila Rajendra, Mr. Y.R. Rajendra, and our principal, Dr. Mrs. Bhavani Bhaskar, and our assistant vice principal, Mrs. V.R. Vidya Lakshmi, to the dais. We request Avinash, our cultural secretary, to escort the dignitaries to the dais.
This is Maya, the robo created by the talented students of our school. A child born out of the labor room, Atal Tinkering Lab, Gerugambakkam.
Looks like Maya's a bit shy today. Yashwant, Surya and Karthik, the Vishwakarmas from 9th grade who gave her physique.
Arjun Emin from class 9, the Brahma who endowed her with intelligence.
Sangeeta S, Raghananda R, Yukta Lankar and Nandana R Nair, her beauticians.
Ambud Mukherjee and Arya R.J. from 9th standard, the plastic surgeons who sculpted her face.
Teachers are the pillars of support behind any success. Mrs. K. Shanti and Mrs. Nafisa Banu, the super Brahmas who facilitated her creation.
The talented elves who helped create the whole picture and tighten the nuts and bolts. Vishnu Chaitanya A.V. and Adhish C.R. from class 9.
Unlike the humans, Maya speaks from her heart.
I am Maya and I take great pleasure in welcoming you to the most awaited event of the year, AAKRITI 2023, hosted by the PSBB Millennium School, Gerugambakkam.
We now invite the school pupil leaders, Ashwin Vinod Kumar and Nivedita Nandakishore, to deliver the welcome address.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I, Ashwin Vinod Kumar,
and Nivedita Nandakishore,
the school pupil leaders of the PSBB Millennium School, GST and Gerugambakkam, take utmost pleasure in extending a warm welcome to each and every one of you gathered here today. We present to you Maya.
First, we would like to welcome our distinguished chief guest, Srimati Anita Guha, a renowned Bharatanatyam dancer and teacher, and guest of honor, Mrs. Malati Santanam, Senior Vice Principal of PSBB KK Nagar. We are honored to have you both here with us today, ma'am.
We would also like to extend our welcome to Mrs. Sheila Rajendra, Dean, Director and Correspondent of the PSBB Group of Schools.
Mr. Y.G. Rajendra, the Executive Trustee of the Bala Bhavan Education Trust.
Mr. Abhinav Dar, the Chairman of the School Management Committee.
And Mrs. Kulkirti Diwan, Director, Strategic Planning and Operations.
Let me also take this opportunity to welcome the principals, the teachers and the staff members from the PSBB and PSBB Millennium Group of Schools.
Mrs. Mahalakshmi Kumar, Principal of PSBB LLA.
Mrs. Rukmani Sridharan, Principal of PSBB Millennium Omma.
Mrs. Swarna Lakshmi Ramesh, Principal of PSBB Coimbatore.
And Mrs. Mahalakshmi Nagarajan, Principal of PSBB Millennium Kadlor.
Next, we welcome the parents, family members and other guests gathered here to cheer on the participants.
And finally, we welcome the stars of the event, the participants who are about to perform their hearts out here tonight.
AAKRITI represents the culmination of creativity, talent and passion. It is a fusion of dance, music and so much more. So get ready for an evening of magic and wonder.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashwin and Nivedita.
I'd request Sudarshini Balaji, our Cultural Secretary, to introduce our esteemed chief guest.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Greetings to one and all present here. I take immense pleasure in introducing our esteemed chief guest for today, Srimati Anita Guha. She is a name synonymous with excellence in the world of Bharatanatyam. Srimati Anita Guha embarked on her artistic journey under the loving guidance of her mother, Srimati Katyayani Natesan, and later under the tutelage of the illustrious Guru, Govindarajan Pillai. Srimati Anita Guha founded Bharatanjali, a renowned dance institution where she has tirelessly nurtured young talents, molding them to professional standards. As a leading ballet producer, Ma'am has made a significant mark in Bharatanatyam history with her acclaimed mythological, Nritya Natakams and thematic dance productions, captivating audiences worldwide. During the lockdown period, Ma'am's commitment to dance was evident as she choreographed dance sequences for Sri Dushyant Sridhar's Sanskrit movie, Shakuntalam, and orchestrated an online presentation of MS Amma's Nama Ramayanam with over 60 students marking Bharatanjali's 30th anniversary. Bharatanjali has also been bestowed with the privilege of being part of the Vande Bharatam Independence Day celebrations in New Delhi. Ma'am's exceptional contributions to Bharatanatyam have earned her numerous awards and accolades for being the torchbearer of this ancient art form. It is with great pleasure that we extend a warm welcome to the illustrious Srimati Anita Guha ma'am, whose dedication, passion and artistry have enriched the lives of countless students, leaving an indelible impact on the world of Bharatanatyam. Thank you, ma'am, for gracing us with your presence today.
Thank you, Sudarshini. We now invite our Madam Principal to felicitate our chief guest. Thank you, ma'am. We kindly request Mrs. Anita Guha to address the gathering.
Om Shri Sai Ram, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, and good evening, my dear students. First and foremost, my pranams to the most dynamic Padma Shri Dr. Mrs. YGP, who was a great educationist, administrator and journalist, and an art lover, and a great source of inspiration to many. All of us have had the wonderful memories of her, and I'm sure her blessings are always going to be with us. I just want to say this and start off. And my namaskarams to all the dignitaries on the dais, and my greetings to Mrs. Sheila Rajendra, my dear friend, Sir, Mr. Narendra, thank you so much. It's so lovely to meet you all here. And Principal of PSBB Millennium here, Mrs. Bhavani Shankar, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. And my namaskarams to Srimati Malati Santanam ma'am and all the dignitaries present here. And my greetings to all the principals of all the branches who are all present here. First of all, my namaskarams to all of you. First of all, I need to say, it was a beautiful welcome by the NCC cadets. It was royal. We felt so royal walking through the... Thank you so much, children, for that. And thank you, Padma Seshadri, always very unique. And I should always say that PSBB has just been homecoming for me. My relationship with PSBB is almost 36 years now. And I also want to mention that Dr. Mrs. YGP has really been so encouraging initially when I came as a young teacher, dance teacher to Chennai. And from then on, there was no looking back. It was always she who has encouraged our school and students. And here we stand before you all today. And I also should say the same affection and the encouragement and the support continues with their family members too. It's very special to me. It's very special to me being here. It's absolutely my honor to be here. Then, children, I should always say I have a very special place for young students, and as you heard, I'm more a youngsters teacher. I feel, and I always say, that now, presently, God is in a mood to create only superhuman kids. All around the place, we have only superhuman kids, and you just saw one creation walking up to us, and see, we cannot even imagine all these things in our times. First of all, for that beautiful welcome by Maya. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Uh, I should always say that every one of us, we have a child in us, and when we see a toy, or now we call it a robo or whatever, it's a joy forever. It kindles so much of pleasure in us. Congratulations to the whole team for making this beautiful Maya for us to greet us. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I will be, see, I have noted down certain things because I didn't want to forget those points, but I'll be on and off the page. PSBB school has always had a reputation to come up with beautiful themes and execution of wonderful presentations, and I'm sure this year Maya is going to enchant and engulf all of us. Again, my heartiest congratulations and best wishes to the excellent team of teachers and students who have come up with this concept of Maya, and myself being a teacher and working with groups, I know how difficult, how challenging, but at the same time, so exciting, and it brings us happiness. So again, once again, congrats to that. And as all of you know, Maya doesn't spare anyone. Even the mightiest of the mightiest have been in the clutches of Maya. And did you all know, students, even once the mightiest Hanuman was in the clutches of Maya, Indrajit created it. He almost killed Sita, and Hanuman believed it. He was in such shattered, he was so shattered, and then by Rama's grace, he realized it was just a Maya, and he came out of it. So this little story just again proves that the only way to come out of Maya, God puts us through Maya, and the remover of Maya is also God. That's what we realize. And like all of you, I'm also very eager to watch this wonderful performance. And I should say, let us travel to the most enchanting Maya Sabha of Indraprastha, and a lot more guests are here to talk about it. I don't want to keep you in between the program. I wish all of you the very best, and congrats to the whole team, and Padma Seshadri, always my first love. Chennai. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. We certainly hope that your relationship with us continues and strengthens over the coming years.
We invite Niharika, our Assistant Cultural Secretary, to introduce our guest of honor, Mrs. Malati Santanam.
Namaha. I feel extremely honored to welcome Mrs. Malati Santanam, the Senior Vice Principal of PSBB KK Nagar. With over 3 decades of experience in various roles, Malati ma'am is now the Senior Vice Principal and Head of the Department of Humanities. She has conducted numerous workshops for PSBB schools, apart from facilitating workshops on behalf of the British Council and Cambridge English. She has trained thousands of students in public speaking, debating, oratory, and much more. Mrs. Malati is a dedicated professional, constantly engaged in self-assessment and actively seeking opportunities for growth to stay current in the dynamic field of education. She has also achieved numerous awards, among which is the CBSE Best Teacher Award 2018. She was one of the 33 teachers to achieve across India. On a final note, Mrs. Malati Santanam was conferred the National Leadership Award for Leadership in Curricular Education by School Stars. Thank you so much, ma'am, for gracing us with your esteemed presence.
Thank you, Niharika. We'd like to call upon our Assistant Vice Principal ma'am to felicitate our guest of honor. you, ma'am. May we request our guest of honor to address the gathering?
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I begin with my humble salutations to our Mahaguru, Dr. Mrs. YGP, and my respectful greetings to Mr. Abhinav, Mrs. Kulki, Dean and Director of PSBB Schools, Mr. Sheila Rajendra, the Executive Trustee, Mr. YG Rajendra, principals of PSBB Millennium Schools, all heads of Millennium Schools, parents, all well-wishers, and my dear students. In PSBB family, school anniversary day is not just a performance. It's a festival. It's a celebration of a journey. I call it a journey since it's been over the years. In fact, I would want to put it as a legacy. This is something that was started 6 decades back by our visionary founder, Dr. Mrs. YGP. And we are all, let's remember, we are all sitting on the shoulders of time. We have inherited so much, and we have worked on it, we have reworked on it, we have embellished it, we have improved it, and here we are where we are with PSBB Millennium following the line with so much spirit, so much enthusiasm, adapting and adopting. And of course, the classic example today has been I perfectly echo what Madam Anita Guha said. Ma'am, it's a privilege for me to share the days with you, being the art exponent that you are. And this is the spirit. I just would like to dwell a little upon PSBB ethos, culture, as well as the speciality of our anniversary, school annual day program. So, why is annual day performance so special to us? One, it is thematic. A theme is chosen every year, and then we delve into it, the length, breadth, and depth of the topic, making it cross-curricular, multidisciplinary, and making it so very enjoyable, relishable, and something that we carry with us for our lifetime. Then we go on to the amalgamation of efforts. Just now we saw a classic example of parents, students, and teachers working together. It's never in PSBB is it one-sided. It's not one way, definitely. It's reciprocal. Even now, I would definitely proclaim very proudly. I know only a little bit, but whatever I know, most of what I know, I have learned from my students. So this school annual day is a classic example of how the teachers, students, they learn from each other. There is so much of reciprocal learning that happens, so the teacher becomes the taught and the taught becomes the teacher. Then it's also about skills that we learn, we hone, we acquire, and we enhance. We are all talking about the 21st century life skills. What are they? Collaboration, critical thinking, communication, and creativity. Is this annual day program is it not a pure exemplar of all these so well molded, and it's all been amalgamated so well that students very naturally and happily they have acquired and they would have assimilated these skills. So much so that in this world of fast, disruption, it is skill that is most important, the skills that they acquire that will be most important, because knowledge can change. It can get a little obsolete, but skills of how to navigate through situations, actually this programs like these help students. Large student participation. I get to know that there are about 700 plus students who are participating. Well, you could think it's just a small step. Maybe my role is not so big as somebody else's, but it wouldn't matter. Later, when you look back later, well, that's a seed that was sown for a giant leap. And hence, all those who have participated, it doesn't matter if you are not on stage, you could be off stage, you could just have contributed some poster, you could have done a piece of art, but every bit of contribution is your achievement. And if there are students who haven't contributed, well, I know you are inspired and you are going to definitely do it next year. I'll just take 2 more minutes. Sorry if I'm overshooting. When I looked into the topic Maya, the theme Maya, I was wondering, well, by itself it's so abstract, it looks elusive and elusive. How are they going to work on it? Then of course I went through the synopsis, and just I would like to highlight one most important thing that strikes me. That is another aspect of PSBB philosophy of interlacing any kind of edutainment with values. It tells us what to do, what not to do. What is true happiness? In fact, learning what not to do is more important. And then I see that if we don't see something, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So what we would like to leave students with, roots of responsibility and wings of freedom. In parting, I just chanced upon it this morning. Learning is their journey. I mean students, let them navigate. Push them to explore, watch them discover, encourage their questions, allow them to struggle, support their thinking, and equipping them for life. Wishing you the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We promise you that our inheritance will be cherished by all of us. We will continue to adapt and adopt with changing times. We truly cherish the bonds we forge here.
We invite our Assistant Cultural Secretary, Mridul, to introduce Mr. Abhinav Dhar.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. We are very happy to have Mr. Abhinav Dhar, the mentor of the PSBB Millennium and the LLA group of schools with us today. He is the founder of Smart Class, the blue ocean innovation which changed the Indian classrooms forever, integrating creative visual learning in each and every single classroom. Mr. Abhinav Dhar is also the president of K-12 Initiatives, having a vast experience in the sphere of education technology in India. He also has a deeper understanding of the educational landscape. We are honored to have you with us in AAKRITI 2023 today, sir.
Thank you, Mridul.
And now, our assistant school pupil leader, Shashwat Nirmal Kumar, will introduce our esteemed guest, Mrs. Kulkirti.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. It's a pleasure to have Ms. Kulkirti Diwan, our Director, Strategic Planning and Operations, a truly valued and dedicated member of the PSBB Millennium family. Her relentless commitment, strategic insights, and caring nature have shaped our institution's success and inspired us all. Thank you, ma'am, for being a part of AAKRITI 23.
Thank you, Shashwat. We request Mr. Abhinav Dhar to address the gathering.
Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. A very good evening to everybody and a very, very warm and hearty greetings on this occasion of the annual day of the PSBB Millennium School, Gerugambakkam. We're very gratified that this occasion today is embellished by none other than Mrs. Guha, who aptly symbolizes what is about to be unleashed on the stage. And of course, Mrs. Sheila Rajendra and Mr. YG Rajendra. And on this day, can I request if there could be a little bit of silence in the back seats a little? I think there is a lot of noise coming up this way. That'll be great. Now, what is very special about today is that, and this is something that I would definitely want to highlight, is that today is Mrs. YGP's Nirvan Divas. This was the day she did not just leave her mortal remains. This was the day she left behind a mandate and a responsibility for all of us to carry forward her great legacy and her glorious beliefs in what we all truly believe in as, you know, all the stakeholders sitting in this hall today. You know, what binds us all together, everybody sitting in this hall today, is our, you know, all the parents. You chose to have your children study in this school because I do believe that you have a very, very firm ideology that we should not allow our children to go too far and too distant away from our great Indian values that we so cherish, that we all should be so proud of. And the mandate that Mrs. YGP gave to us at Learning Leadership Foundation exactly about 15 or 16 years ago was that please go ahead and create a platform and enable me to spread this great ideology and this great belief and her ways of thinking to a larger number of students across the country. And the way it could be done is by setting up more and more PSBB schools with students and parents and teachers and the management who all are, you know, joined together in one belief that we have to ensure that while we build our students to, you know, compete in the world tomorrow, become very, very competitive, but at the same time very, very firmly rooted truly in Indian values that we also cherish. So I don't really want to stand between what your children are about to unleash on the stage in a while about Maya. And while you are watching this program, there was one thing that came to my mind of my very little understanding of esoteric you know, dimensions of that sort. But I would say that, you know, Maya is good and bad. Maya facing you is an illusion, and Maya turning its back on you is liberation. So try to find those little, you know, nuggets of, you know, our Indian spiritual dimensions and what our old sages have told us in the program that is about to follow. And best of luck to all the students, and my gratitude and thanks to all the wonderful staff and the leadership of PSBB Millennium School, Gerugambakkam. Thank you very much. Enjoy the evening.
Excuse me, sir.
Thank you, sir. It would indeed be a pleasure to see our Millennium branches all across the globe with the same ethics and values. Moving on, I would like to call upon our assistant school pupil leader, Senthini, to introduce the audience to our illustrious guest, Mrs. Sheila Rajendra.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. We are elated to have our esteemed guest, Mrs. Sheila Rajendra, the Dean, Director and Correspondent of the PSBB Group of Schools. Ma'am is a beacon of innovation. She was instrumental in introducing unique concepts like ELves, Teen Think Tank and other modules to promote education, which is a class apart and integrated development of the students. We are extremely delighted to have you here, ma'am.
Thank you, Senthini.
Ma'am, we request you to share a few words with our audience.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Sukhi Baba. Good evening on this very, very special day. Mrs. YGP's 4th death anniversary and her memorial day. One couldn't have asked for a better way of celebrating her life and also paying tributes in this form of a cultural extravaganza. Parents, students, we are all awaiting very eagerly to watch this evening's program, theme Maya. I would like to congratulate each and every one who has been instrumental in putting this together. And students, I know you're all a little impatient, so I'm not going to take too much time. Just want to wish each one the very best, and we are eagerly waiting to watch the program as much as you are. If I continue to speak, the very Maya that greeted us is going to shoot me out. Enna Mayama akida porudhu. So before that, let me end by congratulating each one of you in advance for the wonderful show that we are going to watch. And the entire team, it doesn't stop with just the ones who are performing here. There's so much that goes to make a production and to put it up. So to all those who have supported this, who have been in some form or the other instrumental and contributed to this show, congratulations. And of course, the teachers who have done a lot of research, training, and to the parents, a big round of applause to you. It's not possible if we have all the wherewithal or the ideas and the way we think educating our children is a particular way or many ways, but it also means that you are with us in this journey. And thank you for having that faith and trust in the PSBB group of schools and the PSBB way and systems. Without you, it's not going to be possible. And thank you for encouraging all your children to participate in all the co-curricular activities, as we always believe, and Mrs. YGP's philosophy has been, academics is not the only thing. While it is important, along with it is all the co-curricular activities and extracurricular activities, and truly a wholesome development. So thanks to each one of the PSBB and teachers. Again, it's not just one person, but an entire band of dedicated and committed, involved, passionate teachers who make it what it is and who are willing to walk that path of Mrs. YGP's footsteps and also carry on the legacy. Thank you so much. At the end of the program, we will definitely request our chief guest, and guest of honor to speak few words. Don't worry, we are all not going to sit on the stage again, but they will definitely, we would like them to speak about the program and also encourage the children, and words of appreciation goes a long way. So to all the parents, students, please stay on till the end and wait for what the chief guests and guests of honor, Mrs. Anita Guha and Mrs. Malati Santanam, have to say about your program. It won't be too long, we can assure you that. All the best and congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. It has been indeed a blessing that we have been given an opportunity to pay homage to our beloved Dr. Mrs. YGP ma'am in the best way she would have liked.
May we request our principal ma'am to invite the teachers who have completed 10 years of dedicated service to our esteemed institution. May we also request our chief guest and guest of honor to give away the mementos for their successful completion of 10 years.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Pranams to our beloved Guru, Dr. Mrs. YGP. Without taking much of your time, I would like to call upon the teachers who have completed 10 successful years in our school with their commitment and dedicated service. The art of speaking and the art of living, both are her gifts to the community. I'd like to welcome Mrs. Deepa Seshadri from the English department, who has completed 10 years of service. Anita ma'am, may I request you to honor her with the memento? A strict disciplinarian, she is like the lines and arcs which go by the ruler and compass to display perfection. Mrs. Kausalya from the Math department will now be honored for completing 10 years of service. May I request Anita ma'am to honor. Thank you, ma'am. The man of splash and strokes, whose brushes speak the language of aesthetics and make the paintings converse with the beholder. Kamban Veetu Kattutariyum Kavipaadam, Millennium School in Suvaram, Ivaruடைய ஓவியத்தால் பேசும். I like to welcome Mr. Nagarajan, Art and Craft Department. Malati ma'am, may I request you to honor Mr. Nagarajan? While drafting her lesson plans in a colorful array with the longitudes and latitudes, BCs and ADs, democracy and governing bodies, she also governs the palette of people with her culinary expertise. I would like to welcome Mrs. Vidya Lakshmi to receive her award. Malti ma'am, may I request you? Thank you, ma'am. ma'am. Dissection, bisection, probiotic, too high a term for many. Way too breezy for this calm queen. Mrs. Elizabeth Kamala, teacher of biology. Sheila ma'am, may I request you to honor her? A silent poet whose written words speak aloud, a sincere and a dedicated guru. I invite Mrs. Devi, the primary school teacher, to receive her award. Kulkirti ma'am, may I request you? Thank you, ma'am. Synonymous to her name, Selvamala, she is truly a treasure to the Department of Tamil as well as to the school. Tamil Iniyal. I welcome Mrs. Selvamala to receive her award from Mr. Abhinavdar. Sir, may I request you? Congratulations to all the teachers. Thank you, dignitaries.
Thank you, ma'am. Success is not just about setting ambitious goals. It's about converting these goals into remarkable achievements. Our school prides itself on the numerous laurels and accolades in scholastic and co-scholastic events achieved by our students and teachers alike. We now proudly present a culmination of all our triumphs, the annual report. We request the dignitaries to please step off the dais in order to witness our triumph.
Our humble pranams to our beloved Guru, Dr. Mrs. YGP. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hi Vidya, congratulations. We've got a wonderful result this year. Very happy and proud for you and for our children.
A prestigious moment indeed, ma'am. With a score of 494 in class 10 and 490 in class 12, our students have made us really proud. Not only scholastic, even in co-scholastic. We were placed among the top 30 out of 1,200 schools in Times NI Ideathon.
Gayatri, middle school students have performed very well in their scholastics. Also heard that they have won many accolades in the co-scholastics too. Can you just share details of the same?
Thank you, ma'am. Many students of middle school have brought laurels to school by winning in state and national level competitions.
Rukmani, it is not that only the senior kids can bring laurels to school. The tiny tots have brought in many laurels, and also the grand events that we had at GST campus was much appreciated by all the parents.
KG graduation day and kids carnival, a maiden attempt, was a grand success, ma'am. Thanks to the management for giving this opportunity.
Peratha Selvi, the Gavel Club is reaching leaps and bounds. I've been constantly receiving appreciations from parents about the conduct of the club. Very well done.
Truly honored, ma'am. We at the Demosthenes Gavel Club inaugurated in the year 2021 with a humble beginning of 16 students Now we have exponentially grown year after year. We are in the right orbit of empowering our Gaveliers to become creative, confident and competent global citizens.
The much awaited grand event for the year is our annual day, and the brain behind is none other than you both.
Year after year, we do a lot of research and arrive at a theme. That is how we arrived at Abhushanam. Thank you, Durga, for choosing the theme, and it was well appreciated by all the parents.
Thank you, ma'am. It's not just thanks for me. Connecting 1001 dots, that calls for a lot of collaborative work, and it starts with you and ends with you again. And how did we arrive at this theme, Abhushanam, last year? Very interesting it is. Generally we say dress to kill. So we wanted to kill the mood of pandemic. So we wanted to dress to kill. So we ended up with Abhushanam. Indeed, that was a crown.
Having heard the tiny bites, let us now move on to the compiled annual report.
Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepared for it today. The PSBB Millennium School, GBKM and GST helps the children in getting this passport, but with one added aspect: Indian values and global vision. Tradition in modernity is our mantra, striving to maintain the balance between firmness and freedom. Our management and staff walk the delicate path with aplomb. A perfect blend of culturals, sports, personality development, competitive exam, and education are beautifully weaved to create cheerful, confident, healthy, and intelligent millenniumites. Let's start a journey of discovery and revelation to see what treasure is in store for us in our annual report 2022 and 23.
Kindergarten in the PSBB Millennium School is always learning with fun, be it introduction of the alphabet or knowing the value of grandparents. Our school is the best. LKG kids dressed up as family members and celebrated Father's Day. UKG kids went a step ahead to learn the usage of magical words such as please, thank you, and sorry. The children learned the importance of domestic festivals and national festivals like Janmashtami, Onam, and Independence Day. It was a visual treat to watch tiny tots dress up to the occasion and perform their part with cuteness overload. A lot of competitions like recitation and fancy dress were held to bring out the innate talents of the young minds.
Krishwa Shri completed 1 kilometer in Intellect Chennai Kiddo Run. S. Kavinesh won the first place in Karate Kata. Jian Ranjan Datta bagged the first place in Inter-School Drawing Competition by Saima. Mritika secured the third place in Karate Kata.
Surya Narayanan, a child prodigy in music, was a special invitee at the prestigious Tamil Sangam at Kasi.
Nikita won the third rank in Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan, NCERT.
Anandita R. got selected for the national level in Indian School of Debating Society. Apinaya V. secured the third prize in drawing and painting competition on the topic Drug-Free Tamil Nadu, conducted by the Avadi Police Commissionerate. Lochan S. won the prestigious Platinum Award in All India level art competition.
Shravan A. won the first prize in the finals of Atmanirbhar Bharat speech contest.
Subiksha G. won the third prize and received a cash award of Rs 2,000 in VM Science competition conducted by the central government. Ashwin Vinod Kumar attended the prestigious RSIC 5-week residential summer internship program held at IIT Madras. Mithun S. won the second place for karate in Chennai district. Kritik Khadiresan won at the state level chess tournament. Arav Shankar won the first prize in state level Silambam by Tamizhaga Veerakkalai Pailagam.
Dhanvin V emerged as a star performer in tennis. He was a finalist in under 12 and quarter-finalist in under 14 category of the Tamil Nadu state. Deepthi Venkatesan qualified for under 12 category in the 17th Ramesh Desai National Tennis Tournament. Lakshmi Devi won the first prize in national level archery competition conducted by CBSE. She also won the silver medal in national archery competition conducted by 12th NTPC Cherukuri Volga. Ajay A. Sukal won gold in under 17 boys category in archery.
Om Nitin, with his immense contributions to our school cricket team, hogged the limelight in all the matches and was selected for the under 19 state cricket team.
Our school budding cricketers rocked in Junior Super Kings and they emerged as winners in city level and runners in district level.
AAKRITI, thematic annual day, glittered with Abhushanam, was well received by all.
Our annual sports day was held at Ramachandra Medical College grounds with the enthusiastic participation of students.
Annual education project Pratibha titled Swatantrata Ka Amrit Mahotsav marked the 75th year of Indian independence.
International Yoga Day was celebrated with students from all classes performing perfect postures of yoga.
Millennium Moon witnessed young delegates from various schools discussing topics related to global issues. Vyavastha, the inter-school debate competition hosted by our school, was a testimony of battle of wits with all agreeing to disagree. Tarang, the spectacular inter-school cultural extravaganza hosted by our school, fascinated the participants from various schools who experienced euphoria.
Quiz competitions held at our school engaged the young minds to think and test their knowledge on varied topics. Keep in Touch program was held to felicitate the toppers of class 10 and 12 for their stupendous achievements. Aspire and Gear Up is a motivational session for students of class 10 and 12. It helps them to face their exams with courage and confidence. A medical camp was conducted by our health partner, Health Set Go. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, motto of G20, was well received by our students. They participated in the G20 special program aired by All India Radio.
Student Council Body election gave a hands-on experience of how democracy works in real life. The Rotary Youth Leadership Award Camp was held for class 11 students at our school campus. Light to Lighten, the candlelight ceremony is a special prayer for the 10th and 12th standard students. Farewell, the most cherished moments of one's school life, was hosted by students of class 11.
The General Assembly ensures complete participation of all the students level-wise.
Guest lectures by eminent personalities on various topics is a regular feature, and to name a few, we have Dr. Mohana Lakshmi addressed students of Standard 4 and 5 on COVID protocol.
Dr. K.S. Kritika from Apollo Women's Hospital spoke to the girls of Standard 6 to 8 on personal hygiene. Mr. Srikant Bhaskar, Quality Assurance Engineer in the US and an alumnus of our school, spoke on financial literacy to the students of Class 8. Mrs. Purnima Ramakrishnan, School Management Committee member, addressed students of Class 11 on heartful meditation for better focus. Activities inculcating values and traditions are performed by our students from the pre-KG to Standard 12 under the auspices of IMCTF. The Actisan Club intends to create socially responsible future citizens of India by a myriad of activities, from how democracy works up to sensitizing on waste management. Demosthenes Gable Club promotes various global groups on public speaking and conducts a lot of competitions to hone public speaking skills among young students. The Interact Club of our school promotes the students' understanding of the society and neighborhood with a range of activities like hair donation for cancer survivors and donating library books to the government schools in our neighborhood. Our school press club, The Beyond, held a workshop on journalism and interface with Mr. Siddharth, a multimedia journalist. It helped in igniting the flame of journalism in the minds of the budding journalists. Several awards under various categories, including Special Award for Maximum Number of Films, was bagged by the students of the Heritage Club. A drone assembled by the members of the Atal Lab was successfully used on the occasion of Annual Day for special effects. Atal Tinkering Lab, funded by central government, helps in creating young scientists working for the betterment of the society. The mission of Scouting is to contribute to the education of young people through a value system based on the Scout promise and law to help build a better world. Our teachers underwent the training and students were oriented towards the Scouts and Guides movement. National Cadet Corps, the NCC aims at developing discipline among young citizens. Further, it aims at creating youth with leadership qualities to join the armed forces. Our students bagged the Best Contingent Award held at the camp in Melmarvatur. India's 76th Independence Day celebration was held at GST campus with patriotic fervor. Indian and cultural values were instilled in children across all levels by celebrating the various festivals at our school. Students of class 11 and 12 presented a cultural program for teachers as a token of their love, gratitude, and respect. Math Day celebration was held to commemorate the birth anniversary of Indian mathematician Srinivasa Ramanujam.
Christmas Day was celebrated in a grand manner with the primary students.
The Bhajan Sandhya held at our GST campus instills the virtue of unison in the form of bhajans.
On the auspices of Bharatiya Sanskriti, during Thai Tiruvira, Millennium Tirvayaru and Bharatnatyam dance recital were presented. National Science Day celebration Avirbhav 23 was held on the theme Global Science for Global Well-Being. Field trip to level appropriate places helps the children to break the monotony of learning in the classroom and explore the real world. The children thoroughly enjoyed the No Books Day. Shravan A won the second prize and Shreyal Jain the third prize in the elocution competition conducted by B.V. Bhavan's Rajaji Vidyashram.
Overall championship in Math Expo was bagged by the middle school students, which was organized by Bala Vidya Mandir.
Akansha Malik secured state second rank and Jashwant D emerged as the district topper in the PSG Tech Talent Test.
Our students won the second place in the Web App Development in Tech Shrujinotsav, an inter-school computer science project expo held at the Chinmaya Vidyalaya. Our school won the first prize in group singing on the theme Patriotic Songs in Bharat Vikas Parishad's regional level competition. Our school won the second prize worth Rs 20,000 in Pavai Quiz competition held at Rasipuram, Namakkal.
The first prize in Lawyers Up event was bagged by our commerce team in Bizcollatus held by the PSBB Millennium School, Coimbatore branch. Our school students participated in a number of competitions in Esbionza Culturals held at SBOA Ananagar. They also won a lot of prizes in reverberations held at PSBB KK Nagar.
Our school ranked 30th out of the 1,000 in the zonal level Ideathon, a Times NIE's startup competition on innovative solution for sustainable development.
In the Sci-Fest Chaitanya, hosted by PSBB KK Nagar, our school won most of the prizes in various categories like coding, rocket making, elemental DNA extraction, and photography. The students from all the 5 branches tapped their muse in the form of a story or a poem in English and Hindi for Millennium Miraculum, an inter-millennium creative writing competition. We emerged as winners in Lower House Vakya Yuddha Inter-Millennium Debate Competition hosted by the PSBB Millennium School OMR. Eureka 2023 Inter-Millennium Science Fest hosted by the PSBB Millennium School Coimbatore saw us bagging the runners-up.
The innate artistic talents of our children was obvious in the Art Fest, an intermillennium art competition hosted by the PSBB Millennium School, Kadalur. Our school stood third in both senior and junior levels in Questa, an intermillennium quiz competition hosted by the PSBB LLA, Bengaluru. The Vishaka Committee office bearers enlightened our teachers and blue-collared employees on the issue of sexual harassment at the workplace. Coffee with BB opened up chats between the principal and parents. Kids Carnival had tiny angels galore in action. The event provided the first stage to the toddlers' first steps. KG Graduation Day was held in a grand manner to mark the children's progress from kindergarten to Standard 1. Our school is always keen on the well-being of our children and takes several measures for continual improvement. External painting of our school building and construction of additional classrooms in the swimming pool area for the new KG wing were taken up as part of continual improvement.
Star performers of the board exam 22-23. 224 students appeared for class 10 board examination and we have achieved 100% pass. Akansha Malik of class 10A topped the score with 494 out of 500. 180 students appeared for Class 12 board examination and achieved 100% pass. Harshit Roshan Krishna Kumar topped the biology stream, scoring 486 out of 500. Pranav Jai Ganesh topped the computer science stream, scoring 490 out of 500. Manashri Krishnan topped the commerce stream, scoring 484 out of 500.
We are very proud to share the achievements of our children who have secured appreciable scores in qualifying exams for higher studies. Adyant Ravichandran stood at 503rd rank in All India Common Law Entrance Examination. Benjamin Samuel secured 97th percentile in LSAT with a 75% scholarship for his course in law in O.P. Jindal University. Arvind Chandramouli secured 99.4 percentile. Pranav J secured 99.3 percentile. Sahasya Adalarasan secured 98.7 percentile. Kaushal Rishabh Kumar secured 98.1 percentile in the Joint Entrance Examination 22-23. Our teachers had the opportunity of attending the workshop on design thinking and innovation organized by Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell and CBSE. Moving on to the achievements of our dedicated teachers. Artisan club activities enabled our school to win the title Champion School, and the teacher award was given to Mrs. Rim Jim J. Mrs. B. Priya, overall in charge primary, was conferred the Best Teacher Award by Central Cluster of Chennai Sahodaya School Complex. Mrs. Suguna Devi Amirtharaj, Head of the Department, Computer Science, received the prestigious Best Zonal Teacher Award, Tamil Nadu Zone, from Science Olympiad Foundation. Mrs. Sri Priya Hariharan of the English Department won the World Teachers Quiz. Dr. Mrs. Malini Sundar, teacher from the English Department, won the Best Author Award with a cash prize of ₹3,000 from Pratilipi for her writings in Tamil literature. Mrs. Deepa Sheshadri, teacher from the English Department, got her articles published in the international magazine Passage. Our teacher poets, Mrs. K.T. Amritavalli and Mrs. Urmila Selvamuttakumaran from the Department of English, Mrs. R. Jayalakshmi and Mrs. Suchitra Subramanian from the primary, and Mrs. R. Mahalakshmi, Head of the Department of Science, emerged as winners in Pen a Poem contest held by Orient Black Swan.
Our academic and admin staff members were felicitated on successful completion of 10 years in our institution and for their meritorious contribution. Mrs. Teresa Sophia, Mrs. Saraswati Srinivasan, Mrs. Sridevi, Mrs. Udayalakshmi Babu, Mrs. Anita Krishnan, Mrs. Arogya Punita P, Mrs. Vidyalakshmi VR, Mrs. Rangalakshmi P, Mrs. Kokilarani Sambandam, Mrs. Ratna Kumari, Mr. Kalyana Sundaram, and Mr. Shankar K. Our mentors. Dr. Mrs. YGP, a tribute to one of the outstanding women educationists of South India. Dr. Rajalakshmi Parthasarthi, fondly called as Mrs. YGP, is an icon of culture, zeal, innovative outlook, extraordinary ideas, exuberant creativity. a global educationist, and a universal human being. Mrs. Sheila Rajendra, the Dean, Director and Correspondent of the PSBB Group of Schools, was instrumental in introducing unique concepts like ELVS, Teen Think Tank, and other modules to promote quality education and integrated development of the students. Mr. Y.G. Rajendra, the Executive Trustee of the Balabhavan Education Trust, is the brain behind incorporating ISO in all the 5 branches. His brainchild includes intermillennium competitions too. Mr. Abhinav Dar, Chairman of the School Management Committee, founder of the Smart Class, Blue Ocean innovation that changed the Indian classrooms forever. Mr. Abhinav Dar, President of the K-12 Initiatives, has a vast experience of technology education in India. We owe our success, credits, and gratitude to all of you. Thank you.
We move on to the most awaited part of the evening, presenting Maya.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
शरणु सिद्धि विनायक शरणु विद्या प्रदायक 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 शरणु पार्वती तनय मूर्ति शरणु मूषिक वाहन शरणु पार्वती तनय मूर्ति शरणु मूषिक वाहन शरणु सिद्धि विनायक निखिल नेत्रने देव ಶರಣು ಶರಣು ಶರಣು.
Your attention, please.
Let the feast begin.
Now that you're sorted into houses, know and follow the Hogwarts norms to retain and multiply your points.
The house which unlocks the secrets of the philosophy Maya will be awarded with the most points.
Oh, the Mayan civilization. I know.
Oh, very intelligent, Mr. Weasley. It's Maya, the philosophy, and not Mayan civilization. Maya, illusion, wizardry, magic, sorcery.
Gryffindors, follow me. All keep an eye on the staircases. They're likely to change. Follow me quick enough. Come on, come on.
Welcome to Hogwarts.
Password. Pig snout. Wow.
Exquisite architecture. How is this possible? Possible, and even more than this is possible, Harry.
The Indian epics have mentioned about such architecture. Mayan, a celestial architect, created a magical palace of illusion for the Pandava kings.
அத்வைத்தங்களின் கருத்துகள் படி பிரம்மத்தை மறைத்து நிலையில்லாத பொருளை நிலையானது எனக் காட்டுவது மாயை. மாயை என்னும் சொல்லே உலகம் தன்னிலிருந்து தோன்றியதற்கும் தன்னில் வந்து ஒடுங்குவதற்கும் அடிப்படை தத்துவமாகும். பிரம்மத்தின் ஒரு சிறு அம்சமே மாயை. பிரம்மத்திற்கு முதலும் முடிவும் இல்லை. அதைப் போல மாயைக்கும் முதலும் முடிவும் இல்லை. மனம் என்னும் மாயை அதன் இருப்பிலும் இல்லாமையிலும் காலப் பெருவெளியில் மிதந்து அலைகிறது. சில மனிதரை பெருமளவு பாதிக்கும். அகிலமேய மனிதருக்கு ஜென்ம விரோதியாக தோன்றும்.
கிருஷ்ணா, ராஜசூய யாகம் எவ்வாறு இருந்தது?
நன்றாக நடந்தது. பாருங்கள் இந்த பேழையை திறந்து காட்டு.
அப்படியே செய்கிறேன். அந்த ராஜசூய யாகத்திற்கு தாங்களும் விஜயம் செய்திருந்தால் அந்த கண்கொள்ளா காட்சியை தாங்களும் கண்டு மகிழ்ந்திருப்பீர்கள். எல்லோராலும் போற்றப்பட்ட அந்த மாய சபையே இதுதான். இந்த மாய சபையாவும் கனக ரத்தின முத்துக்களாலானது. அங்குள்ள தூண்கள், வாயில்கள், தோரணங்கள், சுவர்கள், வனங்கள், ஏன் தடாகங்களிலும் கூட அவ்வாறே அமைந்திருந்தன.
என்ன, தடாகங்களும் கூட ரத்தினங்களாலானதா?
பாண்டவர் மாய சபையை எங்கு அமைத்தனர் மாமா? இவ்விடம் நாலாபுரமும் வனமாக தெரிகிறதே. மாயாசுரன் இந்திர சபையை காட்டிலும் அற்புத சபையை உருவாக்கியதாக கேள்விப்பட்டேனே.
ஒருவேளை இந்திரனின் சபையும் இவ்வாறுதான் இருந்திருக்குமோ?
இல்லை துச்சாதனா, இந்திரனின் சபை மனித சிந்தனையின் கற்பனையை காட்டிலும் பிரகாசமானது. ஆனால் இவர்களின் சபை எங்கிருக்கிறது என்று தெரியவும் இல்லை, பிரகாசமும் இல்லையே. புகை போல் காட்சியளிக்கும் இவ்விடத்தில் இனி பிரகாசம் எவ்வாறு தோன்றும்?
இது என்ன? மென்மினி பூச்சிகள் இவை எங்கிருந்து வந்தன?
வாருங்கள், முன்னேறி செல்வோம்.
வாருங்கள் மாமா, வாருங்கள்.
வரவேண்டும் அஸ்தினாபுரத்து யுவராஜரே. இந்திரபிரஸ்தத்தின் மாய சபைக்கு தங்கள் அனைவரையும் வரவேற்கிறோம்.
அண்ணா, என்ன அற்புதம் இது!
நீ சற்று மௌனமாக துச்சாதனா. ஆச்சரியம் கொண்டு நீ பாராட்டுகின்ற இந்த வார்த்தைகள் என் மனதில் வேலாக துளைக்கின்றன.
ஏன் இந்த ஆத்திரம் துரியோதனா? இவை அற்புதம் என்பதில் ஐயம் இல்லையே. நான் திட்டம் தீட்டி செயல்படுத்துபவன்.
நான் அதை மறுக்கவில்லை மாமா. ஆனால் சமீப காலமாக நமது திட்டங்கள் அனைத்தும் தோல்வியை தழுவுகின்றன. உண்மையை கோருகிறேன், உடனுக்குடன் வெற்றியை பெற வேண்டும். நான் பொறுமையை இழந்தேன். இன்று முதல் திட்டத்தை வகுக்கப் போகிறவன் நான் ஒருவனே.
வெற்றிக்கனியை எட்டி பறிக்க திட்டம் வகுத்து லாபமில்லை துரியோதனா. தீர்மானிக்க வேண்டும். தீர்மானிப்பதற்கு முன்பு பயத்தை விட்டுவிடு துரியோதனா.
வர வேண்டும் யுவராஜ சிசுபாலரே. இந்திரபிரஸ்தத்தின் மாய சபை தங்களை அன்புடன் வரவேற்கிறது.
இந்த அறைக்கு நாம் எவ்வாறு வந்தோம் அண்ணா? இந்த அறையிலிருந்து நாம் எவ்வாறு வெளியே செல்வது?
நீ ஏன் பயப்படுகிறாய் துச்சாதனா? நான் இருக்கிறேன். இதோ இருக்கிறதே, இவ்வழியாக முன்னேறி செல்வோம். கவனித்தாயா துச்சாதனா? பணிப்பெண்கள் இருவரும் யாக குண்டத்தை அடையும் போது மாயமாக மறைந்தார்கள்.
பலரின் குரல் ஒலி கேட்கிறது, ஆனால் நம்மால் காண இயலவில்லையே.
ஆமாம் துச்சாதனா.
அதோ தெரிகிறது யாக குண்டம். அரசர்கள் பலரும் வீற்றிருக்கின்றனர். வாருங்கள் செல்வோம்.
வணங்க மனம் மறுக்கிறதா அன்பு சிசுபாலனே?
நீ வணங்கத் தகுந்தவன் அல்ல என்று எனக்கு எடுத்துரைக்காதே கிருஷ்ணா. ஜனனத்தில் எனக்கு முன் பிறந்து உச்சம் பெற்றவன். ஆனால் என்னை பொறுத்தவரை நீ துச்சன். என்னிலும் மூத்தவனானாலும் இடையனாக விளங்கும் நீ என்றென்றும் எனக்கு தாழ்ந்தவன் தான். என்னை விட உயர்ந்தவன் இல்லை.
மூத்தவர் அனைவரும் மூடர்கள் என கூறுகிறாயா சிசுபாலா? ஆனால் உனக்கு முன் பிறந்தவர் பட்டியலில் உன்னை ஈன்றவரும் இருக்கிறார்கள் என்பதை மறந்து விடாதே. அறியாமல் இழைப்பதே தவறு. ஆனால் அனுதினமும் நீ அறிந்தே தவறிழைத்து சுகம் காண்கிறாய்.
அன்பு சிசுபாலா, பாண்டுபுத்திரர்கள் ஐவருக்கும் வாசுதேவன் வேண்டப்பட்டவன். அதுபோல உனக்கும் வேண்டியவன். அவ்வாறிருக்க ஏன் இந்த போராட்டம்?
இவ்வகில உலகத்தின் ஜென்ம விரோதி துஷ்டன் கிருஷ்ணனே.
அவ்வகையில் நீயும் என்னை போல திறமையற்றுதான் வருகை தந்தாயா சிசுபாலா? வாசுதேவனால் தீட்டப்படும் திட்டங்களை முறியடிப்பது புவியில் எவராலும் இயலாத காரியம்.
பார்த்து சொல்லுங்கள், தரையென்று நினைத்து தண்ணீருக்குள் காலை வைத்து விடாதீர்கள்.
அண்ணா பார்த்து.
இது வறண்ட நிலவென்றல்லவா நினைத்தேன்.
அமைதியாக இருங்கள். எள்ளி நகைப்பது தவறு. அண்ணா அண்ணா,
வராதே, இங்கு வராதே, சென்று விடு.
தந்தையே, என் அண்ணன் அக்னி ஸ்நானம் செய்ய முற்பட்டு விட்டார்.
என்ன அக்னி ஸ்நானமா? அக்னி ஸ்நானம் எடுக்கும் அளவிற்கு என்ன நேர்ந்தது அவனுக்கு?
பாண்டவர்களின் ராஜ்யசபையை கண்டு தமையன் மனவேதனை கொண்டுள்ளார்.
மன்னா, பகைவனால் ஏற்பட்ட அவமானம் என்னை சுட்டிருக்கிறது. அந்த மாளிகையில் கண்ட ரத்தினங்களின் பெயர்களை கூட நான் கேள்விப்பட்டதில்லை.
பொறாமையிலும் மற்றவர்களை தோற்கடிக்க வேண்டும் என்ற எண்ணத்திலும் மட்டுமே வாழ்பவர்களுக்கு இதுவே கதி. ஒவ்வொரு மனிதரும் தனது வாழ்க்கையில் இந்த எண்ணங்களுடன் போராடுவதுதான் மாயை. அவ்வாறெனில் வாழ்க்கை என்பதன் லட்சியம்தான் என்ன? வாழ்க்கை என்பது எவரையும் தோற்கடிப்பதற்கு அல்ல, எவரையும் கண்டு பொறாமை கொள்வதற்கும் அல்ல. வாழ்க்கை என்பது வாழ்வதற்கானது. கோபம், அகங்காரம் போன்ற அனைத்தையும் கடந்ததே வாழ்க்கை. மற்றவர்களுக்கு நன்மையை மட்டுமே நினைத்தல் வேண்டும். ஆக வாழ்க்கை என்ற இந்த பரிசை கொண்டாடி மகிழ்வோம். இக்கதையை கண்டதற்கு பிறகும் வாழ்க்கையில் பொறாமை கொள்வீர்களா? சிந்தித்து செயலாற்றினால் நன்மை.
Optical illusions on one hand and the emotions, anger and vengeance on the other hand, conjuring human minds. People caught in the fix of Maya.
Maya, the mind game.
Okay, I retire for the day.
Good night.
Genius! I mean, how could one create all these? Where do they get all the ideas from?
It's creativity. To unlock this secret, we will have to visit the restricted section in the library. I'll help you. Hurry, wear this cloak. This will keep you invisible.
Wow, let's make it.
But we don't have access. Master, don't go to the restricted section.
Who are you?
Dobby, sir. Dobby, the house elf. Dobby loves you.
Shh, Dobby, I should go.
Aloha Mora.
Whoa, you learned to use the wand already.
Air that we breathe, water that flows all around, the fire external, the fire within, the universe, the ideas and concepts in one's brain, the faculty that transforms the creativity into concrete form, creation. Where do they come from and where would they go? Maya.
Oh, now you're in there. You can't hide.
Ma, there's a question that is nagging me. What is Maya?
பக்கத்து வீட்ல இருக்காங்கல அந்த ஆண்டி தான் மாயா.
Ma, not that. My friends were talking that everything in this world is Maya and you are a magician. Who better can answer my question with clarity but for you?
Of course, they are right.
But I can't believe.
And why is that so?
I can accept to a certain extent that monetary things like money and a few others like wish, greed, jealousy are Maya.
Okay, then?
But I can't accept the fact that everything is Maya because I have seen creativity in all your life shows.
Correct yourself. You have perceived my creative imagination in a form that you want to believe, but it is actually Maya.
No, your creativity is not a Maya. You are a genius, and all these awards and accolades are proof of that.
No, dear.
Then prove to me that your creativity is only a Maya.
All right. I'll make you understand that not only mine, but everyone's creativity is Maya. Come, let's enjoy the roller coaster ride into the world of magic. Montable item.
The huge structures that occupy the Earth's surfaces are mountains. We perceive mountains as solid and permanent structures. But have we ever imagined the idea behind their creation? The secret behind their transformation? Simply Zhuangzi Li. Nothing but creativity. The Maya.
Ma, that was fantabulous.
Wait. It is not over yet. Let's dip our legs in something chill. Nympha Natare.
The flowing river is a dynamic and ever-changing phenomenon. Why do we get that serenity in our minds when we are on a seashore? How does the river remind us that everything in our experience is subject to constant transformation? Someone's Shrijanatmaka.
Trishna.
Oh, Ma, I was mesmerized by the dancing river.
Not only rivers dance, even statues do.
What?
Yes. Come, see for yourselves. Opus admirari.
Art sculptures are the epitome of creativity. How did they sculpt a Shiva with a tuft jata on the head and a cobra around the neck? All these questions, when pondered upon, point down to his creativity.
What a creativity, Ma! Oh my God, I can't believe what I just saw.
So soon? There is more to admire and awe. Shall we go?
I'm waiting.
Locorum Civitas.
Considered the most advanced creations by Brahman, the human beings are the proofs of mind-blowing creativity. No match found.
Come check this.
Ma, this is spellbinding.
Hold on, Krishna. Get ready to experience the true bliss. Peritium Mundus.
What else do we need to understand that creativity is Maya? The solar system, the celestial bodies, the other worlds beyond, and everything appears to be a vast and organized system. The beautiful universe is the signature piece of someone's creativity. But can we feel, see, experience, or at least teach or learn that creativity? The answer is a big no. It's purely and without doubt Maya. படைப்பாற்றல் இல்லாமல் வேறென்ன?
Do you now agree that creativity is Maya?
Yes.
Keep it very simple. Creativity is a human quality and is subjective and transient.
It was definitely a roller coaster ride. That was thrilling and mesmerizing, Ma. Now I do accept the fact that not only the auntie next door, but everything is a Maya.
Phew, we made it. Can you imagine the look on old McGonagall's face if we were late? That was bloody brilliant. Shh.
Well, thank you for the assessment, Mr. Weasley. Perhaps it would be more useful if I were to transfer Mr. Potter or yourself into a pocket watch to keep you on time.
We got lost.
We have Professor Nicholas' basic magic session now, which involves a sample of transfiguration and levitation too.
Flame up! Flora! Ignis Gossipium. globus cuniculus. Wingardium Leviosa. Hagrid, you know what happened in class today? Wingardium Leviosa.
No, stop. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
You do it then, if you're so clever. Go on.
Wingardium Leviosa.
She did it.
Clever she is, huh? Levitation. I'm reminded of a flying copy of a genie. The story of the Middle East.
A genie like our Hagrid.
You know, Harry, magic can be done with self-centric intentions, or selflessly to help the needy.
Salam. Welcome to the land of Arabian Night, a land of magic and mystery.
Oh, imagine a land, it's a faraway place where the caravan camels roam. When the wind's from the east and the sun's from the west and the sand in the glass is right. Come on down, stop on by, hop a carpet and fly to another Arabian night.
Hello, young man. I would like you to do me a favor, and in return, I assure that you'll be showered with gold and precious stones.
Oh, that's awesome! I think I have changed my mind about this.
It's only a matter of minutes. Before all of Agrabah calls me Sultan. Don't touch anything. Touch only the lamp.
Okay, touch only the lamp. Hello? Anybody there? Great, just great. But how am I supposed to get out of here? This isn't fair. Hey, somebody, let me out of here. Somebody? Uh-oh. Hi, Carpet? I know exactly how you feel to get stuck here. Do you have any idea to move out of this place? Can you understand what he says? Oh, I'll give it a shot.
Hey, thank you, kid. You have no idea what trouble I had for 10,000 years, 22 hours and 53 seconds. Hey, Carpet, so good to see you.
Whoa, what on earth are you?
Sorry, I am Genie. You have 3 instantaneous wishes coming your way, baby.
Oh, I do? Wait, am I your master?
Yes, I'm here to fulfill your wishes. That's what we genies do.
Master, you don't really know what you got in store.
Father, I don't want to be married. I need to explore and be for my people of Agrabah.
Jasmine, you must make a decision. The people of Agrabah can't wait any longer.
Genie, I need to be rich and lead a life like a prince.
I can make you rich, but leading a life like a prince will only happen if you live like a prince.
What? Live like a prince? What do you mean, to live like a prince?
Yes. Let's visit the palace, greet the royals, and stun them with gifts. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Prince Ali, the most alluring man in the world.
And I will be delighted to ask your hand in marriage.
Prince, calm yourself. Princess Jasmine, what do you think of our prince?
You are a fraud.
Well said. Bye, princess.
I'm sorry, Prince. My daughter is selective when it comes to her marriage.
Wait, talk to the princess. She's all alone now. Whatever you do, impress the princess. Don't forget to be yourself. Be yourself, Ali.
To marry someone who doesn't know Agrabah and me? What fate could be worse than this?
Princess Jasmine.
How did he get into my private quarters? Guards! Guards!
No. Please.
You are just like others. You expect me to fawn all over you for the trinkets that you gifted? You are a narcissist who knows nothing about me and my people. You are here to improve your personal growth and property.
Do you think I'm here for that?
I am looking for someone who can fill my life with adventure and love my people.
Well, then it's your lucky day today, because I am the perfect man for the job.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to feel something magical? Prince?
You better get off the wall now. Ali!
Someone call me.
No.
How about a little spin on the carpet? I don't care about your money or kingdom. Just give me one chance to know you better. Trust me, Jaz. Just another chance. Please?
I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under on a magic carpet ride. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming.
A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Good night, Ali.
Good night, Princess Jasmine.
How do you do, Majesty?
Genie, she's perfect.
Hey, what made you so happy? Did Princess say something? Were you invited for dinner? Or are you planning for another tour?
It's time for the third wish. But what will I do without Genie? With him, treasure. My Jasmine, in my friendship, would vanish. Should I release him or not?
You are a narcissist who knows nothing about me and my people.
No, I'm not. Anything for Genie.
Master, at your service.
Yes, You are your own master, Genie. And I mean it.
Master?
It's Aradhan and not master. You used magic for selflessness, but I used it for self. It's time for me to use the same for selflessness. The real happiness is to make others happy. So, after 10,000 years, 22 hours and 53 seconds, enjoy and smell the air of freedom. Now, I set you free, Genie.
Hi, young man. You are the right successor for Agrabah.
I see that you, like so many before you, have discovered the delights of the mirror of Irsid. The happiest man on earth would look into the mirror and see only himself, exactly as he is.
So, then it shows us what we want? Whatever we want?
Yes, and no. It shows us nothing more or less than the deepest, most desperate desires of our hearts. Now, you, who have never known your family, you see them standing beside you. But remember this, Harry. This mirror gives us neither knowledge or truth. Men have wasted away in front of it, even gone mad.
I wouldn't look at it again.
Imagine, Harry, what if this mirror reaches the Muggles?
இருக்கு ஆனா இல்ல.
Presenting to you, Oscar nominated,
Artificial Intelligence powered, data science backed play. உள்ளதை உள்ளபடி காட்டும் மாயப்பேழையே, உள்ள கிடக்கே காட்டும் மாயப்பேழை. காலங்கள் கடந்து வார்ம் ஹோல் நுழைந்து மல்டிவர்சல் அசால்ட்டாய் புகுந்து புறப்படும் பவித்ர பிரபாகரனே, ஜூம் டீம்ஸுக்கெல்லாம் முப்பாட்டனே, உன்னை கலியுக ஆன்சைட்டுக்கு டெபியூ செய்யும் முன் ஒரு 1-on-1 வைத்துக் கொள்வோமா? சொல்லுங்க பேழைக்குட்டி, சொல்லுங்க பேழைக்குட்டி. வெண்ணை உண்ட வாயா, இப்படி மண்ணை உண்ட வாயா, விஎஃப்எக்ஸ் கிடைக்காத ஆதி புருஷே, காந்தாரா கண்மணியே, 1000 மனைவியரின் ஆன்லைன் ஷாப்பிங்கை அசால்ட்டாய் சமாளிப்பவனே, ரைட் என்றால் அரசியல்வாதிக்கு வரும் நெஞ்சுவலி போல் துன்பம் வந்தால் உடன் தீர்க்க வருபவனே, செங்கோல் நாயகனே, ஸ்பாட்டிஃபை விங்கை ஃப்ளூட்டில் அடக்கியவனே, கோடி அன்பரின் வாட்ஸ்அப் டிபியே கேளுங்கள். என் சக்திக்கு உட்பட்டவரை சாட் ஜிபிடி யூஸ் செய்யாமல் பதில் சொல்கிறேன். இது சாம் ஆல்ட்மன் மீது ஆணை. பிரிக்க கூடாதது சென்னையும் தல தோனியும், பீடெல்லோ பிரிக்க முடியாதது ஹோமோ சாப்பியன்ஸும் செல்போனும், மாறாமல் இருப்பது 20G வந்தாலும் சென்னை ரோட்டில் குண்டுகுழி, அதுவும் போரூர் ரோடு படா பேஜாராய்க்குதுப்பா. நடப்பது அரிது. முதல் செல்ஃபியில் சந்தோஷம் அடைவதும் முதல் டேக்கிலே ரீல் அப்லோட் ஆவதும் தொடரும் மாயம். மேக்ஸ் பிசிக்ஸ் பீரியட் தலைவலி கேம்ஸ் பீரியடில் காணாமல் போவது, மீட்டே ஆகாதது. பேரண்ட்ஸின் இன்ஸ்டா ஃபாலோ ரிக்வெஸ்டும் பசங்க அதை அக்செப்ட் செய்வதும் சேர்ப்பது கடினம். ஐபோன் மருமகளும் ஆண்ட்ராய்டு மாமியாரும் காண கிடைக்காதது. தவறு செய்தால் சாரி கேட்கும் மனைவி. ஃபேக்ட். வீட்டுக்கு அதிகம் வருவது அமேசான் ஸ்விக்கி டெலிவரி காய்ஸ் என்றும் ட்ரெண்டிங். ஐலாசா சுப்மன் கில் போல் அடித்து துவைத்து விட்டாய் மாயப்பேழையே. ஜிபிஎஸ் கோஆர்டினேட்ஸ் லாக்ட். ஆத்ம நிர்பர் பூலோகம் ஜோடோ. 6 மொபைல் போன், 3 வைஃபை ரவுட்டர், 6 லேப்டாப், 6 டிவி, 24 சார்ஜர்,
புரிஞ்சிடுச்சு. 6 members. Dot. Beast mode on. Sensible grandpa. Drama queen grandma. Overthinking appa garu. Sacrificing mataji. Aggressive teenage akka. Legend அகில உலக மன்ற தலைவன் தம்பி. Interesting.
யுக்ரைன் ரஷ்யா டென்ஷனை விட ஹோலி கம்பீர் டென்ஷனை விட இந்த இபி பில் மாதிரி டென்ஷன் எஸ்கலேட் ஆகிட்டே போகிறது. எலான் மஸ்க் கையில் மாட்டின ட்விட்டர் மாதிரி தினம் ஒரு ரகலை. அம்மா ரம்யா ஃப்ரூட்ஸ் நறுக்கி வச்சிருக்கேன் பாருமா. அலமும் எழுந்திரிச்சிட்டாலா பாரு அக்ஷய். நைட் எல்லாம் FB இன்ஸ்டா நெட்ஃப்ளிக்ஸ்னு பார்க்க வேண்டியது. காலையில் அந்த இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ்ல கிறுக்குத்தனம் பண்ண வேண்டியது.
ஆஹா அக்ஷய் உங்க அம்மாவை கூப்பிடுறா.
பாட்டி நிம்மதியா ஒரு மேட்ச் பார்க்க விட்டுறாதீங்க. கணக்குல நான் பாஸ் ஆனது கூட நடந்தாலும் நடந்துடும் போல. ஆனா RCBக்கு ஏசளவும் கப்பனை. பாட்டி அம்மா தான் ஆபீஸுக்கு கிளம்பிட்டு இருக்காளே, எப்படி வருவா?
அவளை வர சொல்லியது நான் என்று கூறு.
ஓ நிஃப்டி நைட் அமேசான்ல PS2 போல நைட்டி போட்ட நந்தினி.
எனக்கு வாட்ச புருஷனும் சரியில்லை, டெய்லரும் சரியில்லை. ஊர் உலகத்துல இவ மட்டும்தான் வேலைக்கு போறானா. எப்ப பாரு மீட்டிங்கு, டெட்லைனு, எஸ்கலேஷன் கிளைண்ட்டுன்னு வாய்க்கு ருசியா ஒரு லாட்டே உண்டா, லசானியா உண்டா, இல்ல பாப்பாகினியா PM கால்ல விழுந்த மாதிரி மரியாதையாவது உண்டா? #no respect, #Gen-Z, #no value.
அத்தை உங்க மெடிசனை ஆன்லைன்ல ஆர்டர் பண்ணிட்டேன். அப்புறம் மாமா உப்பு போடாத காய்கறி எடுத்து வச்சிருக்கேன், அது மறக்காம போட்டுக்கோங்க. டே அக்ஷய், நான் ஹாட்ஸ்டார் ரீசார்ஜ் பண்ணிட்டேன். ஒழுங்கா ஹோம்ஒர்க்கை முடிச்சுட்டு நான் ஆபீஸ் போயிட்டு வந்துடுறேன்.
இரு, எங்க 60th மேரேஜ்க்கு உதய்பூர் பேலஸ் புக் பண்ண சொன்னனே என்னாச்சு? #ஹல்தி, #டிசைனர் ட்ரெஸ், #மெஹந்தி, #செக்யூரிட்டி.
அலமு தஞ்சாவூர் பேலஸையே சுத்தி பார்க்க லோன் போட்ட பரம்பரை உன் பரம்பரைன்னு மறந்துட்டியா? சொன்னா அதை திட்டி வேற ரீல்ஸ் போடுவேன்.
பெண் தானே, பெண் சாஃப்டா இருப்பான்னு நினைக்காதீங்க. நான் கொஞ்சம் ரக்கடான ஆளு.
ஏமா ஏய்
தாத்தா வாழையா சொல்றத கேளு. Don't trouble the trouble. If you trouble the trouble, the trouble troubles you.
But I am not the trouble. I am the truth.
அப்பா இனிமே எனக்கு ஃபுட்பால் கோச்சிங் எல்லாம் வேணாம். இனிமே என்ற ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் கிரிக்கெட், கோடோனி, சேனல் ஸ்டார் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ், தலைவன் ட்ரிங்க் கோச்சிங். ஹவுஸ் தட்? அப்படியே அப்பா கிரிக்கெட் கோச்சிங் ஒரு 20K, ஃபீல்ட் ட்ரிப்க்கு ஒரு 2K ஜிபே பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா.
ஏன்டா பேச மாட்டேன்? ஸ்கூலுக்கு ரெயின் ஹாலிடே, ஸ்னோ ஹாலிடே எல்லாம் போய் இப்போ சன் ஹாலிடே வேற விட்டா இப்படி தான் பேசுவேன். ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸ் அட்டன் பண்ண சொன்னா ரூமை பர்பிள் கலர்ல மாத்தி BTS தூங்குறது லைவ் ஸ்ட்ரீம்ல பாக்குறேன். என் பேச்சை கேட்காம உங்க அம்மா உன்னை ஃபுட்பால் கோச்சிங்ல சேர்த்து விட்டுட்டா. எல்லாம் அவ்வளோ சொல்லணும். ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் வேணாமடா, மரியாதையா JEE நீட் கோச்சிங் போ. ரைட்டா? சைட்ல டேட்டா சயின்ஸ் AI சர்டிஃபிகேஷன் பண்ணு. ரைட்டா? இதாண்டா ஃபியூச்சரு. ஃபீல்ட் ட்ரிப்பாமா, ஃபீல்ட் ட்ரிப். முதல்ல உன் ஸ்டடி ரூமுக்கு போ, அதுவே உனக்கு ஃபீல்ட் ட்ரிப் தான்.
நியூட்டன் அவர் தலையில விழுந்த ஆப்பிள பேசாம கட் பண்ணி சாப்பிட்டிருந்தா என் பேரனுக்கு இந்த பிரச்சனையே இல்லை.
வார்த்தைக்கு வார்த்தை ரைட்டா ரைட்டான்னு கேட்குறீங்க மிஸ்டர் டாடி. உங்க எண்ணம் ராங், உங்க திட்டம் ராங், உங்க ஆசை பேராசை ராங். யூ ஆர் டோட்டலி ராங்.
டேய் உன் மனசு என்னதான் நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்க?
பூமரப்பா இப்ப இல்ல, எப்பவுமே என் பாலிசி ஒண்ணுதான். லிவ் த மொமெண்ட். எது வந்தாலும் ஃபேஸ் பண்ற கட்ஸ் இருந்தா போதும். ஃபியூச்சர்ல பாத்துக்கலாம். முதல்ல அக்கம் பக்கம் வீட்டுல இருக்க அப்பாக்களோட உங்களை கம்பேர் பண்ணி பாருங்க. அப்புறமா என்கிட்ட வாங்க. என் லைஃப்க்கு நான் கேரண்டி. கிளம்பிடுச்சியா கிளம்பிடுச்சு. அந்த ஆபத்தான மிருக ரூமை விட்டு வெளியே வருது. தாத்தா ஏர்பாட் எடுத்து காதுல மாட்டுங்க.
யாரு கேட்டு என் கபோர்ட தொட்டிங்க? என் பெர்மிஷன் இல்லாம என் ரூம்குள்ள வரக்கூடாதுன்னு எத்தனை தடவை சொல்றது? எனக்கு இந்த ஸ்பேஸ் இல்ல, பிரைவசி இல்ல, என் இமோஷன்ஸ்க்கு வேல்யூ இல்ல. எப்ப பாரு அத பண்ணாத, இங்க போகாத, ரொம்ப ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணாத, ஒழுங்கா ட்ரெஸ் பண்ணு, சோஷியல் மீடியால கேர்ஃபுல்லா இருன்னு ஒரே டார்ச்சர். யூ ஆர் ஆல் அவுட் தேர் டு டிஸ்ட்ராய் மை ஹாப்பினஸ்.
காம் டவுன் அக்கா, காம் டவுன். ஸ்பேஸ் நீ இவ்வளோ ஸ்பேஸ் கேட்குறியே, உன்னை ஸ்பேஸ் லிங்க் ராக்கெட்ல ஏற்றி ஸ்பேஸுக்கு தான் அனுப்பணும். நம்ம போய் நருட்டோ பார்ப்போம்.
ஓ இதுதான் ப்ராப்ளமா? நான் கூட குடும்பத்துல ஒருத்தர் மேல ஒருத்தருக்கு அன்பு அக்கறை இல்லைன்னு பயந்துட்டேன். இது இந்த உலகின் மிகப்பெரிய மாயை. மிஸ்கம்யூனிகேஷன் அண்ட் மிஸ் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங். பசங்க மில்லியனர்ஸ்னாலும் இவங்களுக்கு புரிய வைக்க 90 ஸ்டைல் ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் தான் ரைட்டு. ஒரு குறும்படம் போற்ற வேண்டியதான். அகம் டிவி வழியே அகத்திற்குள்.
அப்பா எவ்வளவோ சொன்னார், ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் இருந்தாலும் பேக்கப்க்கு ஒரு டிகிரியாவது முடியும்னு. கேட்கல. இப்ப யார்கிட்டயோ பேச்சு வாங்குறேன்.
ஏன்டியும் மாமியார் கிட்ட இவ்வளவு பேச்சு வாங்கிட்டு இருக்க? எங்கேயாச்சும் ஓல்டேஜ் ஹோம்ல சேர்த்து விட வேண்டியது தானே? பெரிய தியாகி இவ.
யூஎஸ்ல செட்டில் ஆகிற சான்ஸ் இவங்களுக்காக வேண்டாம்டா. தப்பா ஆர்த்தி, நம்ம ஆர்ஃபனேஜ்ல வளர்ந்தப்ப லோன்லினஸ், ஃபியர், புல்லிங்னு எவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்பட்டிருப்போம். ஹாஷா பேசினாலும் அவங்க குடும்பத்து மேல உயிரையே வச்சிருக்காங்க.
சாரி ரம்யா, உன்னை ரொம்ப ஹர்ட் பண்ணிட்டேன். இந்த வயசுல உனக்கு இருக்கிற மெச்சூரிட்டி கூட எனக்கு இல்ல.
ஆஹா, என்ன இது? பாண்டியன் ஸ்டோர்ஸ், பாக்யலட்சுமி எல்லாம் சேர்ந்து ஓடுது. சாரி அப்பா, ஐ தாட் யூ வர் unnecessarily worrying. Now I totally understand my செல்ல பூமரப்பா.
If you are bad, he is your dad.
Sorry ma, I never thought about your feelings. நீ என் best buddy and support systemங்கிறத மறந்துட்டேன். Sorry கண்ணா, I couldn't relate to your world. Please remember, come what may, we all love you. Teenage is a terrifying age. Though you people look grown up, உள்ளுக்குள்ள இன்னும் குழந்தை தான்.
நல்ல வேலை, நம்ம வாட்ஸ்அப் மெசேஜ் சொன்ன மாதிரி குட் டே பிஸ்கெட்டை சாப்பிட்டு செல்ஃபி எடுத்து டெலிட் பண்ணி பாஸ் மாசம் தலைகாணி கடியில வச்சுட்டேன். எல்லாம் நல்லபடியா முடிஞ்சிச்சு. ஒரே சாங்ல கோடீஸ்வரன் ஆன மாதிரி ஒரே சீன்ல ஃபேமிலியா தெரிஞ்சிட்டோம்.
இந்த ஃபேமிலியில ஃபைட் வேணுமா? ஃபைட் இருக்கு. எமோஷன்ஸ் வேணுமா? அதுவும் இருக்கு.
எந்த யுகமானால் என்ன, கம்யூனிகேஷன் இஸ் கீ. ஹியூமன் எமோஷன்ஸ் அண்ட் ரிலேஷன்ஸ் ஆர் ரூல்ட் பை மைண்ட். மனம் காட்டும் மாயத்தை விட வேறு பெரிய மாயம் உள்ளதா என்ன?
ஆஸ் யூஷுவல் நம்ம பிளேல ட்ரிக் ஷாட்ஸுக்கும் மேஜிக்குக்கும் ஸ்கோப் இல்லைங்கிறத என்ன அழகா கவர் பண்றாரு பாரு. ரோலெக்ஸ் மாதிரி லாஸ்ட் சீன்ல டெட்டா கொடுத்து ஸ்கோர் பண்ணிட்டீங்க. பிரபு, ஐயையோ, இத கேளுங்க முதல்ல. போன ஆக்கிருத்தியில நீங்க ப்ராமிஸ் பண்ண மனிஷ் மல்ஹோத்ரா ஃப்ராக்கும் டிசைனர் ஜுவல்லரியும் வாங்கி தரலன்னு பாமா ருக்மணியும் குருடனை போட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க.
எந்த மாயையும் புரிஞ்சுக்கலாம், ஆனா இந்த மாயை இருக்கே. ஹலோ பிஎம்ஜி, அடுத்து எந்த கண்ட்ரி போறீங்க? லிஃப்ட் ப்ளீஸ்.
Accepting the temporary as the lasting value and looking for enduring happiness in the world. Maya.
We'll have to play the game of chess to progress.
Master, are you going to play the wizard's chess? No! I wouldn't let you, Master. You may lose your life.
I should, Dobby. I should.
All right. Harry, you take the bishop square. Hermione, you'll be the queenside castle. As for me, I'll be a knight. Well, white moves first. And then, we play. Once I make my move, the queen will take me. Then you'll be free to check the king.
No, Ron! No! He's going to sacrifice himself!
No, Ron, you can't! There must be another way.
Checkmate!
This game has taught us how political power can allure one's mind, preventing from realizing what's happening around. That's when a king faces a checkmate.
Power resides where men believe it resides. It is a trick, a shadow on the wall. And a very small man can cast a very large shadow. As the Game of Thrones riddle reveals, control is an illusion. Now you have it, now you don't. Here is a true example of how the illusion of power can be truly disastrous.
We have here a short presentation, a segment of Shakespeare's very famous play, Julius Caesar. We are staging an important scene of Caesar going to the capital. Many of you may know the story. So, here is a disclaimer that certain literary license have been taken to make the story crisp. Caesar was becoming powerful and ambitious. some Senate members were unhappy with it. Brutus was a great friend of Caesar, but his love for Rome was greater. Using this weakness of Brutus, the conspirators convinced him that the presence of Caesar was a danger for the welfare of Rome.
Caesar, beware the Ides of March.
Nor heaven nor earth have been at peace tonight. Calpurnia in her sleep has cried, "Help! Ho! They murder Caesar!" Go bid the priest to present sacrifice and bring me their opinions of success.
I will, my lord.
You shall not stir out of the house today. Do you not remember the warning of the soothsayer?
Beware the Ides of March.
Caesar shall forth. The things that are threatened never looked but on my back. When they shall see the face of Caesar, they are banished.
Caesar, I never believed in superstitions, yet now they fright me. Graves have yawned and yielded up their dead. Horses did neigh, and dying men did groan, and ghosts did shriek and squeal about the streets, and I do fear them.
Yet Caesar shall go forth, for those omens are to the world in general as to Caesar.
When beggars die, there are no comets seen. The heavens themselves blaze forth the death of princes.
Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste death but once. Of all the wonders that I yet have heard, it seems to be most strange that men should fear, seeing that death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. What say the augurers?
They would not have you go outside. They could not find a heart within the beast.
The gods do this in the shame of cowardice. If he should stay at home today for fear? No, Caesar shall not. Danger knows full well that Caesar is more dangerous than he. We are two lions littered in one day, and I, the elder and more terrible, and Caesar shall go forth.
Alas, my lord, do not go forth today. Call it my fear.
All right, Decius Brutus shall say I am not well, and for thy humor I will stay at home. He shall tell them so.
Worthy Caesar, I come to fetch you to the Senate.
Tell the council I will not come.
Most mighty Caesar, let me know some call, lest I be laughed at when I tell them so.
Calpurnia, my wife, stays me at home. She dreamt and saw my statue, which like a fountain with 100 spouts did run pure blood. And many lusty Romans came smiling and did bathe their hands in it. Had begged that I will stay at home today.
This dream is all misinterpreted. It was a vision, fair and fortunate. Rome shall suck reviving blood, and that great men shall press for tinctures, stains, relics, and cognizance. The Senate have concluded to give this day a crown to mighty Caesar. If you shall send them word you will not come, their minds may change.
Give me my robe, for I will go.
And so, Caesar, along with others, proceeded to the capital.
Are we all ready? What is now amiss?
Most high, most mighty, most puissant Caesar, metalless Simba throws before thy seat an humble heart.
Thy brother, by decree, is banished. If thou dost bend and pray and fawn for him, I spur thee like a dog out of my way.
Is there no voice more worthy in great Caesar's ear for the repealing of my banished brother?
I kiss thy hand, but not in flattery, Caesar, desiring thee that Publius Cimber may have an immediate freedom of repeal.
Pardon, Caesar. Caesar, pardon. As low as thy foot doth Cassius fall to beg enfranchisement for Publius Cimber.
I could be well moved if I were as you. If I could pray to move, prayers would move me. But I am constant as the northern star, of whose true fixed and resting quality there is no fellow in the firmament. If that is so, peace run through me.
Et tu, brute, then fall, Caesar.
People holding position of authority who dictate and make decisions affecting the lives of people very easily succumb to the sin of power. Power is an illusion, and Caesar wanted to be the most powerful. Pride and ego led to the mighty Caesar's downfall. Respect for another person's opinion is a noble quality. It's the realization that any opinion is valuable, and so was Calpurnius. Moreover, excessive faith and trust can be disastrous. This was the case between Caesar and Brutus, and so the illusion of power destroyed Caesar.
Lo, Caesar fell. Masked words deceive Brutus. Illumina, get enlightened. Power is fluid.
Funem Virga. One should use their scepter mindfully.
Come here, Potter. Let me speak to him. Master, you're not strong enough. Have strength enough for this. Harry Potter, we meet again.
Voldemort?
Tell me, Harry, would you like to see your mother and father again? Together, we can bring them back. All I ask is for something in return. Together, we'll do extraordinary things. Tell me, Harry, would you like to see your mother and father again? Together, we can bring them back. All I ask is for something in return. Together, we'll do extraordinary things. Just give me the stone.
You liar!
Kill him! What magic is this? Fool! Get the stone!
You're a great wizard, Harry.
Master, are you all right?
Yes, Dobby. Yes.
Oh, Master, Dobby cares for you.
You are a great companion, Dobby.
Love you, Master.
Harry, Voldemort wanted the stone to regain his form. Do you know why? Professor Quirrell couldn't bear to have you touch him. He was made of hatred, and you are protected by love, your mother's love. Love is God's language, Harry. Love is omnipresent.
Narayana Bhattar is doing Upanyas. A devotee from the audience approaches Bhattar to appreciate his prowess and skill of narration.
Shri Gurupyo Namaha Hari
Swami, your Upanyasam is so divine and gravitating. I feel like a bee who fell into a gallon of nectar.
I am humbled by your words, but there's someone who stands taller in Upanyasa than me. I receive human audience, whereas Pundanam? Pundanam is an ardent devotee of Sri Guruvayurappan. He spends his life in performing Upanyasa of Srimad Bhagavatam. He hails from Kiratul, Malappuram. Once in Kannur Jilla, Kotiyu Shiva temple,
He is narrating the essence of Canto 10, Chapter 60, a conversation between Lord Krishna and Rukmini.
Krishna asks Rukmini, Rukmini, my dear princess, you were sought after by many kings, as powerful as the rulers of planets, is it not? They were all abundantly endowed with political influence, wealth, beauty, generosity, and physical strength, of course. Why did you reject those suitors? Why, instead, did you choose me? Just a cowherd. I am inferior to you, Rukmini. Rukmini furiously replies, Krishna, equals are those who are in power, in purity, and love and affection, and not just wealth and might. Don't you know this? Are you testing me or are you teasing me?
Geeta dhuni kuta kadhim, Geeta dhuni kuta kadhim, Nadra drita tum, naach rahe gori tam ditam tai ditam, Tiraka tum Geeta dhuni kuta kadhim, Nadra drita tum, naach rahe gori tam ditam tai ditam, Tiraka tum Geeta dhuni kuta kadhim. पायल कहो झनन झनन बाज पायल कहो झनन 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 बाज पायल कहो झनन 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 तुम झनन 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 तुम झनन 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 गीत धुनि कुत कथिम धुनि कुत कथिम धुनि कुत कथिम.
The Upanyasa for the day got over. Poondanam did preparation for the following day's Upanyasa. Poondanam closes his book, placing a bookmark in a subsequent chapter so that he can readily start the next day.
Krishna asks Rukmini, Rukmini, my dear princess.
After Upanyasa, with wonder, he placed the bookmark again at the beginning of the 61st chapter. But the next day too, the bookmark was found to be at the beginning of 60th chapter. Similarly, this happened for 3 consecutive days. His tongue involuntarily narrated the 60th chapter.
What Maya is? Why isn't my tongue proceeding further? What is stopping me? Every day, I'm placing the bookmark at the beginning of the 61st chapter, but I find the bookmark to be at the 60th chapter back again. How could this be possible? How will I then complete the Upanyasa? Wait, how come the audience never complained?
Poondanam realizes that he forgot his book. Hence, he rushed back to the temple to take his book. But by then, the temple was closed for the day. He heard somebody conversing from within the locked temple.
Is it not?
Poondanam looked through the keyhole, puzzling who could that be.
Political influence.
That's Lord Shiva, narrating the same canto to Parvati and the Bhutaganas. Krishna had to pacify Rukmini as a result of asking the question. It was a tough task for him. Finally, Rukmini too cooled down. With that, the chapter ends. Parvati, how do you like my narration?
Swami, your narration was really good. But Poondanam's narration is incomparable. That's the best.
Exactly, Devi.
I too am mesmerized with his narration. Listening to this chapter through his narration is... Aha! That's why I kept changing the bookmark every day.
Krishna!
The Maya was the Leela of Lord Shiva as a passionate listener to Poondanam's narration and his bhakti.
Are such leelas possible? Will the gods themselves come down for the sake of bhaktas?
Why not? Listen to this.
The Gopikas wouldn't want to part Krishna. Each one of them wanted him to be with them exclusively. They were quarreling for the physical presence of Krishna with them.
Such is the power of bhakti, the magic of omnipresence. Krishna Leela.
Another year gone. And now, as I understand it, the House Cup needs awarding.
Coming back to the year's project, I call upon the representatives from the houses to give their summation.
Maya is virtual reality, a mirage. It is dwelling over temporary pleasantries, misinterpretations, and hallucinations. It is failing to see the truth when clouded with overwhelming emotions. It is magic of the good and magic of the darker side.
It is creativity and creation like our Akriti. It is Almighty's grace and omnipresence.
Adding on, the extraordinary powers called Ashtama Siddhis, the divine Maya.
Gryffindor wins the House Cup.
Students, please stay back for a few more minutes. Parents and students, please stay back for a few more minutes. I think your children deserve the appreciation from the guests. So please stay back to get your appreciations.
The lights down because the communication becomes difficult. Yeah, I need to see people. It was simply. It was simply brilliant and beautiful. I have. And not working. Yeah. I should say the best, accolades which we could give them was only a standing ovation, and that I learned it from Dr. YGP ma'am. Yes. See, I think that's the most befitting thing, especially on her anniversary. What I learned from her, because we used to wait for her appreciation. I still remember all the students used to wait for her appreciation, and as an artist I know how fulfilling it is to get it from the audience. I'm not going over the whole thing because they have explained it all. I mean, the way it was blended, anga vandu Tamil sonnana navarasamum sari, attana bhavangalum sari, you saw all styles of dance, the great beautiful way of using space, so beautifully used. It was to tell you honestly, my dear teachers and the students, it was a very humbling experience. It was so brilliant. It was so very well done. And the blend of the Western and our culture, and of course, Sheila ji and me were saying, ennadan channala nammaloda and oru kavyam varumbodhu that as sort of and connecting vandu romba azhaga irundhathu. And one more thing, I don't want to keep you all waiting because I'm a doer, I'm not a speaker. I just want to say everything connected with Jagat Guru Krishna also explaining the whole, the concept of Maya, that was very beautiful. Each and every child, right from the tiniest tot till Caesar, I should say. Yeah, they did it so beautifully. My heartiest congratulations to all of you and my salutations. Thank you. Sarah.
Yeah, just to compliment and to supplement what ma'am spoke about, it was an hour of just breeze. Yes. Participants walked, they just came with absolute ease. It looked like there were no teachers around anywhere around them. With so much of confidence. Yes. And what struck us was the joy on the face of every student and child who participated. And then the way it has been conceived, it's all woven so well. And yes, technology to support. Yes. I'm sure it has been
PowerPoint presentation.
Yes,
and then of that also.
And of course the magician.
Yes.
It seems apparently the student learned it just for the purpose. Hats off to all the efforts.
Each and everyone. That's why I said each and everyone. When it's a group effort, you cannot leave one.
Exactly.
Because because the whole brilliance is because of all the students and the teachers, and of course, without parents, nothing happens with their support also.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
the whole is more than the sum of parts.
Yes. Always.
And a brilliant performance, a very satisfying evening, extremely well done.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can just sleep happily tonight.
And the comedy was also very brilliant. I should say the comedy, the satire also.
Absolutely.
But today's word, it was blended so well. Oru ad vittu vekkilava, oru edeyume world edeyume vittu vekkala.
Modern dynamics.
There is so much to speak. Enal nyabagam kuda varamatengirudhu. So beautiful it was.
We are not going into each item and each activity. The reason is we don't want to leave out mentioning anyone.
Yes. The whole thing was absolutely brilliant. And as I said, only our standing ovation will definitely...
That says it all.
It all, yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, congratulations, ma'am. And of course, as Padma Seshadri group of schools, wherever it is, and Padma Seshadri Millennium, I can only say my salutations and namaskarams. As I said, this is the best.
Humble, ma'am. Thank you. YGR sir. Abhinav sir.
Absolutely mesmerizing performance, and a great applause and adulation for all our wonderful teachers, our staff, and of course every participant on the stage who really put in their best of efforts and heart into the performance. I think instead of me saying anything else about how the performance was, I request if we can circulate some mics to the parents sitting there, and we would love to hear a few words of appreciation for the students and for all the teachers who put in such efforts. That would be wonderful. We are out to hear your words. How do you feel about the performance? Can we move the mics into the audience, please?
Any parent who wants to share your feedback, the mic will be given to you. Yeah. Can you please come forward? Yes, ma'am.
So I'm really at loss of words, ma'am. So beautiful. So we moved from Bangalore just so that both my children can be in PSBB, and today I was in tears, especially the Ras Leela. It was so well done. And every bit, I mean, it's like it was heaven for me, 1 hour of heaven. So thank you, teachers, so much. And I'm sure, all the children are blessed to be here. Thank you so much.
Anybody else? Any other parent would like to? Yeah. Please come forward.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, ma'am. It was an excellent program, and completely that small Krishnas, when they were sliding from there, when they were crawling from here and there, was such a way that real Krishna was inside us. It was an excellent program. Kudos to all the teachers. This is not a small work. What they have showcased like for the past 2 hours is not a small work. Their hard work and the entire parent support. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's a real treat to our eyes. Well spent day. Thank you so much.
Please pass. So please come forward.
ஸ்ரீ குருவியோ நமக. ஸ்டேஜில் வந்து 10 இயர் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் ஒரு அவார்ட் கொடுத்தாங்க. ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் மை 15th இயர் ஐ எம் பார்ட்டிசிபேட்டிங் இன் திஸ் ப்ரோக்ராம். ஐ எம் really happy. So both my children are studying here. So I'm very happy. So this creates a lot. I have no words to expression. Thanks to the team.
Anybody else? Thank you, parents, for your overwhelming support and cooperation. Vote of thanks.
Whoa, I'm bewitched. Me too. Magnificent, marvelous, incredible. There are no words to describe such a brilliant show. Absolutely. As we move towards the end of this evening, we request Avinash, our cultural secretary, to propose the vote of thanks.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Thank you is an expression of satisfaction. I, Avinash, the cultural secretary, take this opportunity to propose the vote of thanks. I express my gratitude to the Almighty and our Divine Guru, Padma Shri Awardee, Dr. Mrs. Y.G. Parthasarathi. We thank our esteemed guests for spending their valuable time with us. We would like to thank Sunita ma'am, who is a staff member of PSBB Millennium School, who graciously accepted and did the makeup for the mime artist. We thank you, ma'am. Next, I would like to thank all the teaching and non-teaching faculty for their patient and unwavering support and guidance, which helped us all to put our best foot forward. Our sincere thanks to Nagarajan sir and Dorairajan sir for props and arts. We thank Saravanan sir for technical support. Ask and it shall be done. There is no for anything you ask. The magic of omnipresence, hence proved by our Pratap Anna, Vasu Anna field officer, Vasu Anna gardener, Rajkumar Anna, Mastan Anna, Surya Anna, Ramachandran Anna, Vignesh Anna. We would like to thank the admin department for their untiring support to make this annual day a great success. Our sincere thanks must also be conveyed to all the support staff, organizers, security personnel who helped us in maintaining a safe environment. We'd also like to thank our transport manager, Mr. Mahendran, for providing school buses. Let me take this moment to show our appreciation towards Suja Canteen and Santushti Bhojanam for being our Annadatas tonight. Next, let me thank Mr. Murugesan for costume and makeup, Mr. Parandaman for stage, sound and light, and Mr. Siva for the stage decoration. We are extremely grateful to our alumnus, Prashita, who choreographed the invocation dance. Last but not the least, we would like to express our sincere appreciation to our supportive parents who always help us to keep our golden triangle and intact equilateral triangle. As we conclude this memorable evening, let us carry the spirit of togetherness and the love for learning in our hearts. We shall continue to strive for excellence and build a brighter future for our students. Thank you all for being a part of this incredible celebration. We look forward to many more years of success and growth together. This is Avinash R. signing off.
Thank you, Avinash. Oh, Lohit has got something to show us. please rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Of you here today. We appreciate your unending support and enthusiasm. So this is Ritika Gupta
and this is Riya Mathur
signing off. Thank you and good night.